continue recording, and I'll just put the two together. And I couldn't even see, thankfully it came up like your recording has started processing, because otherwise I would not have even known that you guys couldn't see anything. Okay. So your journey, obviously, I think we do this every day. You try and share something about your day, whether it's your new favorite restaurant, or it is your child driving you crazy that day, or it's, you know, whatever. But those posts make a huge difference with your following. So be sure that you are sharing something about your day-to-day life every single day. And then number 3 is be an educator. So kind of like with all that I was saying before, find your skills, find what's what you're good at, and teach that to others. So I had put on the post about today, or about the call today, that you the best way to learn something is to teach it. So if you are learning something new, the best way is to teach it to others. So there was kind of 2 meanings behind that. One is because I need to work on adding value to other people's lives, so it had to do with this. But then just in general, is that as you are learning something, so if you're listening to a podcast one day, then teach that right away. Go out and teach something that you learned from that podcast. Or if you're reading a book, get on and post something about what you learned from the book that you're reading. Or if you watched a video, go back and teach that to people. I always worry that, like, something that I was struggling with was, well, Lindsey already shared it, so people already know it, so why I shouldn't have to share it in my team page. But someone might connect with me differently, or it might be, I might just explain it just a little bit differently, that it connects with somebody else. So don't, so just always remember that. Just, I share that because it's something that I struggle with, especially because we're all building teams under Lindsey. And yes, she shares a lot of awesome things, but that doesn't mean that we don't have the ability to share that ourselves as well. And the last thing is just some places where, because sometimes it's like, well, I don't know what to share today, or things like that. So always be doing your personal development, listening to podcasts, reading books, watching videos, things like that. Those are all going to be places where you can easily take what you learned from that and share that with others to add value to their lives. Another place that I learned about actually last year at Platinum Edge was BuzzFeed. So if you don't go to BuzzFeed.com, there's all kinds of random like articles and funny things and all kinds of things that sometimes if I'm like, oh, I don't have anything to share, I'm not even sure what to share today, that's a place that I will go if I'm looking for like some like fact-based stuff or something funny or something like that. Pinterest is always a good place. Reading different blogs. Blogging is a big thing like at work right now. There's an innovators mindset group that I'm a part of that everyone's creating new blogs. So, which is cool. Music sometimes I find, even like my Christian music, I find that I will get motivation or something from there in the mornings or whenever I'm listening to music at work. Magazines, just learning from friends, and then just life in general. Like sometimes I need to be more reflective in life and just what's happening in my life and reflecting on that and sharing those reflections and sharing what keeps me going and motivated. And today I couldn't believe that I worked out at like 6:30 at night. That is not like me, and I didn't like it. So I had to share that with people because I just don't like it. I really like my morning workouts, but I had a little too much fun yesterday, and this morning did not happen. So, but it's not an excuse to not get it done. So I just did. So those are things in life that was content that I could then share with others. So I am going to stop sharing my screen. Thanks for those that jump back on. So basically what happened was I used to have the paid account, or like the pro account that lets you have longer than 40 minutes, but my card got changed and then it didn't get changed in Zoom yet. And so it cut me off at 40 minutes. So boo, boo. But thank you for jumping back on. I am going to unmute you and see if you have any questions or anything to add. Anything to add that to share with the group?
I wanted to say, Nicole, that was amazing results.
Someone has a question, Deborah? Oh, Nicole's amazing results? Yeah.
That's me.
Thank you.
You've inspired me. I think I may actually do it, and I'm really afraid.
I had to mentally prepare. Like I had it, and then I had it in my cart for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then I bought it, and then I had it at home for like a week before I did it. So it was worth it. Courtney asked me if I'd do it again, maybe in like a year or two. But I needed it, so it was good that I did it. I feel a lot better. I'm an emotional eater, and I binge eat, and so it was good to help me figure out what some of my triggers were. There was one day that I was like nauseous and I didn't feel good, and probably because I had too much salad. And I ate like a Ritz cracker, and the next day I had a headache, and I was like, seriously, from one stupid Ritz cracker gave me a headache. But it was from like the salt and the grains, and I wasn't eating that, and so it made me sick. And so like today everyone's like, are you gonna eat like cheesecake and a burger? And I was like, yeah, if I want to vomit. No, I wouldn't do that to myself right away. I'm good. And I had like nachos for dinner tonight, and Rex was like, yeah, how's that gonna settle? I was like, it was rice and beans and salsa and guacamole and onions. There was no dairy in this. There was no cheese. There was no. It's fine. I feel overly full now. Yeah. So I probably shouldn't have had as much, but I measured it out. But it was good. It's definitely worth it, but it's definitely not for the faint of heart. Like if you're not really ready for it, it's not worth your money or your time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's like Whole30, because it's the same thing without all the supplements essentially, and you cut everything out day one. But it makes you feel amazing, and you really learn what your body. Still don't eat dairy at all.
I had super vivid dreams.
Huh?
Super vivid dreams. Like I thought that they were real, and I woke up the first week, and I was like, I didn't get any sleep, but it was because they were so real. Oh, and they mentioned in there that you might be dreaming differently, and you might. So that was definitely an experience. But like later, I felt a lot more rested, and I was getting a lot of bad headaches, and I couldn't figure out what they were from. And I tried, like, I cut out Shakeology for a couple of weeks. I was trying so many different things, and I couldn't figure it out. And I didn't, other than that stupid cracker, I didn't have any headaches. And it was like, I felt like I had a hangover in the morning. It lasted for like an hour. And I was like, from a stupid cracker, I'm never eating a Ritz cracker again.
Amanda, I have a question.
Yes, who is talking? Deborah?
Spruha.
That's me.
Oh.
First of all, Nicole, you look really great. I like rosy cheeks. So much in your face. So I just wanted to say, so I'm really happy that it was at least worth it. The thing I want to ask you, Amanda, was you were sharing your vulnerability, sharing you. And I'm totally, but how do you, like, I always feel like I always have to if I'm sharing like something hard or something, like kind of sucky, that I feel this like I'm compelled to round it out with like a type of, thing at the end. And so how do you Huh?
Do you mean
say that again?
I know it's breaking up a little bit. I don't know if it's me or what, but
it might be me. Sorry.
But you always feel like you have to put a positive spin back on it, even.
Yeah. Like I don't want it to be. I always feel like I have to like
a negative Nancy.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't think it has to be. I think it all comes in how you relay the message. Like, yes, I've struggled. It's better actually. It's Bruja now. you know, and just sharing the struggle. But then it's okay to share. I guess it depends on where you are in the journey. So are you in the middle of the struggle and maybe you're asking for advice from people, or have you already figured out what has gotten you to be better through that struggle? And then you are sharing the positive of it. You're sharing the story of it.